Hi students, how is your preparation? Voice is okay, video clarity is okay, voice level, okay. So, how is your preparation? RRB JE exam, CBT-II, 22nd April 2025, very fast approaching. How is your preparation? I hope everything is good and so many vacancies are there this year. This includes civil, mechanical and all together. So, the qualification, minimum qualification, even diploma holders are competing here, and the level of questions even in CBT-II will be of the same kind, and you see the salary is very much luring and very much attracting. कुछ पाने के लिए कुछ करना पड़ेगा. Now we'll talk about just we'll touch the process. CBT-I already over. Now coming to the CBT-II, it is also a computer based test with multiple choice questions. Here the main problem is general awareness. You have to be very careful about this general awareness. Physics and chemistry, they are asking you basic level of physics and chemistry questions, but don't neglect this area. Basic computer applications also 10 marks, and basic environmental and pollution 10 marks, technical is 100 marks. So, all together is 50% of the technical. This is actually deciding area. Concentrate on this area with what do you say, online test series and all other things. So, technical is 100 marks, total is 150. 150 questions, 120 minutes, 1/3 negative. Time is a crucial point here in CBT-II also. No interview, directly after you get very good marks in CBT-II, already have qualified for CBT-I, directly you will get the job, no interview at all. So, here today we will talk about the transportation engineering. Coming to the transportation, we have two parts. Highway engineering is given separately and transportation is given separately. Two parts they have given, and I am hoping that out of 100 there may be 8 to 9 questions from this area. 8 to 9 objectives minimum, come se come 8 to 9 objectives will come from this area, and that too theoretical questions, simple fundamental questions will come into the picture. Few specifications you need to by heart, that is all. And critical numericals don't touch at all. Even though such questions are there, we have very much less time. You see, 150 questions, 120 minutes of time, less than 1 minute for each question. So, you can't solve the critical numericals. If critical numerical question is there, just leave it initially. If time permits, if time is available at the end, touch, otherwise leave it. So, coming to the transportation, here you have railway, bridge and tunnel engineering. Railway, bridge and tunnel engineering is there. Airport is not there here, you just remember this point. Airport is not there in CBT-II. And coming to highway engineering, you have road engineering here, and investigations for the road, geometric design, construction of the road, and materials used in the road construction. Traffic engineering is also there. Hill roads, especially the specifications of the hill road, drainage and maintenance and repair works of the roads. So, apart from highway, railway, bridge and tunnel you have. Remember, don't touch airport. Previously, airport was also there in RRB syllabus. You may see previous year RRB questions from the airport. Don't touch that questions in 2025 present recruitment. And this RRB, you know, it won't come every year. That's why be careful in the preparation. Last minute strategy is revise the concepts and revise the specifications and try to touch more and more number of test series. There you can improve upon your capabilities. we will touch few previous year questions of RRB. Let us see how what is the level of questions which are coming into the picture. Mostly basic level of questions will come because the prime qualification criteria is diploma in engineering. So, diploma holders, engineering holders, masters holders, even PhD holders are also writing the exam because of very attractive salary package, and that too the jobs will be in local area only. It is not transferable nationally, but it is a zone wise area only. So, South Central is different, Central is different, Northern region is different, like that. So, coming to the first question, which with highways, read the question and give me the answer, please. So, you can just give the answer on the comments. If you look at the question, PIEV theory represents, it is a straightforward question with little knowledge on the transportation. You can identify the answer. P stands for perception, intellection, emotion and volition. Usually in theory questions, we need to select the answer by process of elimination, not by process of selection. Now coming to this is the previous year 2019 RRB question only. See the question, read the question and try to pin the comment, pin the answer in your comments below. The rear wheels do not follow the same path as of the front wheels. This phenomena is called, front wheel is not following the rear wheel track. It is not coning of wheels. It is not the transition curve. Extra widening is to facilitate off tracking also, but actually the front wheel track not following the path of the rear wheel track, we call it as off tracking. To facilitate off tracking and psychological widening, we provide extra widening. So, answer is option C. Read this question and give me the answer here, please. Curb and median are two elements in highway cross section. Curb and median. Select the answer. One curb at the middle, two medians at the side edges. Actually, median, middle. So, two medians won't be there. Process of elimination. Curb for both the side edges of the pavement and one median at the center line of the pavement. Sounds good. Let us see the other statements also. Option A, median is longitudinal element and curb is a lateral element. Curb is also along the length of the road only. So, curb is not a lateral element, it is also along the length of the road. Curb and median classification names are not based on the position of the pavement cross section, but based on their shape. No, no, no. Most appropriate answer is option D. Curb is edge of the pavement, median is median, middle of the pavement. It is a traffic separator. See this question and tell me the answer. Actually, the previous question is a lengthy question. You have long statements. Reading the question, reading the options and eliminating takes time. It is a time taking question. But this is a straightforward short question. Here you can save the time and you can use it for the questions, long questions like our previous question. What is the answer here? Highest point of the carriageway is called crown. Highest point is crown and it slopes towards the edges. That slope we call it as camber. Read this question and try to pin the answer. The main factor to be considered first in town planning. Actually, town planning is not exactly in our syllabus, but use the process of elimination to pick up the right option regarding town planning. Look at the option A, society needs, governing body and cultural heritage, you can eliminate it directly. Topography is nothing but terrain. Ecology of land. Actually, the main factor in any road construction, any planning work depends on topography. Topography is the terrain. in a particular area. Is it plain terrain, rolling terrain, hilly terrain, mountainous terrain or steep terrain? That plays important role. So, the answer directly goes to option C. Again read this question and try to give me the answer. According to the IS 1200, granular subbase used in pavement construction shall be measured as a finished worked in position in. What they are asking you is granular subbase is estimated in which of the units. This is a estimation type of question, came in terms of transportation, but however the quantity of base core, sub base cores, everything is in cubic meters, meter cube. We never use it in tonnage, we never use it in plan area in square meter, not by thickness, it is by cubic meter. This much of meter cube of material is required for sub base. Like that we estimate, and based on that we procure the material and use it. Now look at the question. Stability of subgrade in pavement is influenced by stability, nothing but strength. Process of elimination, you can use it. Strength is based upon material, not mainly influenced by the material used. Water plays very important role. If water is there, the strength drastically comes down. Among all the options, the very important factor you need to keep it in mind is water content. So, answer is option A. Look at the question. The penetration value of residue from distillation up to 360 degrees centigrade in the fractional distillation process, where the temperatures are very high, 360 degrees centigrade, the rapid curing cutback bitumen has a penetration value of 80 to 120. It is a specification given in the code, you need to by heart. So, in exam the specifications are important, you need to keep the specifications in mind and then work upon it. Next is mud pumping is a problem occurring in which type of pavements? Mud pumping is generally a common failure in rigid concrete pavements. Mud pumping is a very common failure in rigid pavements. In rigid pavements, we have only three type of failures: mud pumping, scaling and spalling. The combined name for the two tests, elongation index and flakiness index, actually elongation index test and flakiness index tests are shape test, which determines the shape of the aggregate which you are using in the road construction or concrete making. Usually we require angular shape. So, shape test is very important. The flakiness index and elongation index comes under shape test of the aggregates. So, look at the questions, these are from railway engineering. Simple questions came in the previous years. Look at the first question and try to give me the answer. The horizontal curves of railway track, negative super elevation means, positive super elevation means outer rail at higher level, negative super elevation means outer rail at lower level compared to inner. So, outer rail at lower level is negative super elevation. Positive super elevation or general super elevation will have outer rail or outer edge at the higher level compared to the inner. So, answer is option D. Coming to this question, the crossing angle at level crossing of road rail should not be less than 45. Level crossing means if there is a railway track and a road is crossing that. If the road is crossing very parallelly with very with less angle, then the level crossing, making of level crossing is difficult. Even while crossing, the visibility is also very poor. That is why as per Indian railway standards, 45 degrees, the level crossing angle should not be less than 45 degrees. Better is right angle intersection. Look at the question, engine shed Engine shed is, any shed is used for the repair and maintenance works. So directly answer is option D. Look at the previous RRB question, comes from harbor engineering. Read and tell me. It all based upon the terminology. In harbor engineering, if you remember terminology, it is more than enough. Mooring. Mooring is nothing but anchoring. Why are moorings provided? Moorings are provided for anchoring the boat or ship to the support. Okay, answer is option A. Look at the questions. In the previous RRB, bridges were not there, it was included now. So I have taken general questions and important questions from the bridge and the tunnels. Previously, no questions of RRB from bridges as well tunnels. Just we will see some important questions from the simple concepts. The length available in the bridge between extreme edges of water at high flood level, measured at right angles to the abutment faces, minus width of the piers. Total width at high flood level between the piers, between the abutments, minus width of piers. We call it as effective linear waterway. The waterway, especially the width of flow available for the water, excluding all obstructions, is effective linear waterway. Answer is option B. So, effective linear waterway is total width of waterway of the bridge minus effective width of obstructions at high flood level. Obstructions are intermediate supports, nothing but piers. Coming to the next question. Interruption due to submersible bridge is not more than, if there is a submersible bridge, interruption in 1 year should not be more than 6 times. This is also a specification given in the code. This is a specification from the code directly. For submersible bridges, the level of bridge flooring is so fixed as not to cause interruption to the traffic during the floods more than 3 days at a time and more than 6 times a year. There should not be interruption more than 3 days continuously, or there should not be an interruption more than 6 times a year. So, our answer to the previous question is, there should not be maximum interruption per year will be 6 times. Continuously 3 days maximum. Coming to this question, when an irrigation canal passes over a river, canal is over the river, what is it called? So, canal is over the river, we call it as aqueduct. When irrigation canal passes over a river, then such a construction is called aqueduct. So, this is one example of aqueduct. This is in Andhra Pradesh, in Kurnool district, where Handri river is going below and KC canal is going above and crossing the river. And another somewhere, this is another view of that same aqueduct available in AP, Kurnool district, Kurnool town. So, answer is aqueduct. If river is passing over a canal, we call it a super passage. Level crossing means river and canal are at the same level, it is not possible. Okay. Coming to the next question. Which of the following is used in deciding economical span of a bridge? Economical span of the bridge is a very standard question. You can get economy by having the cost of the superstructure is equal to cost of the substructure. Cost of superstructure and substructure must be same. Like that, we plan to get maximum economy. See this question. For highways, now these are the questions from the tunnels. Previous tunnel questions on RRB are not available because these are all added now. So, for highway, tunnel is preferred to the open cut if the depth exceeds. Actually, this is a open cut. Open cut means you are cutting the soil, you are cutting the hill and you are constructing the road. This road is open to the sky. You can see the sky, you can see the sun and all. This is called open cut. Tunnel is you can't see the sun or sky. So, you see the specification for highways, tunnel is preferred to open cut if the depth exceeds 15 meter. If the depth of the cut is more than 15 meter, open cut is not economical, go for tunnels. So, 15 meter depth, answer is 15 meter. Okay, answer is option B. Come to the next question. Which of the following shape of tunnel is most suitable for sewers and water carrying purpose? Sewers and water carrying purpose. However, the shape is not suitable for road and railway. So, D-shaped tunnel will have the flat bottom. If the flat bottom is there, you can use it for the construction of road and railway, not for the sewers and not for water transport system. Circular is okay. Rectangle also having bottom flat, it is also not suitable. So, rectangle not suitable, D also not suitable. Circular is also suitable. X-shaped is more suitable for sewers. X-shaped will be something like this. It is very, very effective for sewers. So that if the water level is very less, you get some velocity. Even if water level is also very high, you will get the same velocity. You will get self-cleaning velocity in X-shaped sewers. That means whatever might be the depth of flow, you can maintain with same speed. So, there should not be any sedimentation if you use X-shaped. If X-shaped is not there, you can go for circle. If X-shaped is there, most appropriate answer is X-shaped is most suitable shape. Okay. Now, coming to the next question, 4-poling method is generally adopted in tunneling in soft ground. In soft ground, we use 4-poling method. We drill all the poles like this and we give support to this overburden soil and then we slowly remove the bottom layer of the soil. So, what do you need to remember is, you need to, especially in tunneling, go through different shape of tunnels and their usage in practice. Tunnel shapes and usage, you have to by heart. Next, tunneling methods in soft soil and then tunneling methods in hard rocky soil, enough for tunneling point of view, and some definitions of tunnel. So, 4-folding method is for soft soil. Next, coming to this next question, accumulation of dust in tunnel due to drilling and blasting is a serious hazard, especially while digging a tunnel. We are digging the rock. Rock is having lot of silica. If that fine particles of the silica is going into the lungs of the workers there, we will get a very dangerous disease called silicosis. Silicon related ailment is silicosis, a very dangerous disease. Okay. So, these are the few questions we have touched in our regular areas. So, go through the things from the fundamental, just to touch the fundamentals and then revise the fundamentals and go on solving the multiple choice questions available in online test series. That is very, very important. So, time is very fast approaching for CBT-II. Don't waste time. All the best. You can hit the target with confidence. Be confident. Thank you.